It is episode 14. That's, dare I say it, crazy. It's episode 14. It's episode 14.
Yeah, it's 14.
Yeah. 14 weeks of Jafaican podcast, hitting your eardrums with maximum efficiency. We're all up in there. Yeah, all up in them eardrums. Cameron, how has your week been?
Well, the only thing is, Carnival. Carnival was last week. It was last week. Well, to me, I want to ask, how did you find Carnival? We went together.
Yeah, we went together on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was me and Cameron's neighbor.
Yeah.
It was a no, no, it's wrong. It was a Connie Freeman, basically. Preface: neighbor is older than us
Yeah,
by like 10 years, wasn't it? Something like that. 10, 11 years.
around that.
He was our group unk. It was. I remember I was walking around my ends, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, because I wasn't really seeing any fanfare. You feel me?
Yeah.
I wasn't really seeing much because I live in quite a Caribbean area, in it. Well, it's Caribbean and Hindu, in it.
Yeah.
So I was expecting to see a little something, maybe someone. I saw one guy in a tracksuit with like a Jamaican mask, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. That was it. Then I got on the bus. Raps. I was seeing Yash. I was seeing, and
Yes, sir.
my thing is, because think about it. Imagine your butt cheek being that. Imagine your butt cheek having contact with a bus chair.
Yeah.
You're catching something. You're getting something
Yeah.
from that. That can't be sanitary. Those are
Right.
those are two things that shouldn't ever make actual contact. Skin to skin. No. Like, imagine the sensation of being shirtless on a bus.
Nah. Never.
Niggas that would go to Carney shirtless, you've got balls, bro. You've been training. And like,
Yeah.
some of those ones, if I had shirtless body, I would be doing that too at Carney. That sounds like a
Well,
method. You feel
I'm
me?
gonna go shirtless next year.
That's the promise. This time next year, when we are, what's 52 plus 40? When we're on episode 66, or episode 66, that's gonna be the next that will be the next Carney episode, I guess.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear us you're gonna see pictures. You're gonna be like, oh my god, like, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, we pulled so many bad biddies, we were in so many TikToks being like, look at all the tens at Carney, You had your little Malibus. Yeah, not little Malibus. They were pretty big.
It was 35 cell. 35
Yeah.
cell bottles of Malibu. But they had me nice. They were nice.
They did. Because I can always tell when you start getting drunk.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe not drunk, but I can always tell when you start getting waves. I can tell.
Yeah.
You start. I don't even know how to describe. Because again, I wasn't sober, but what's it called?
Nah, you were sober.
When I was a little bit, but when you're, because I can always feel myself getting like a little bit, right? And that's like, I would have gone more if your neighbor didn't get as drunk as he did. I'll be dead ass, right? He was gripsing and feeling and gripsing and feeling.
But to be fair, like when they said no, he wasn't doing anything unconsensual. It was,
Cameron. Basically, what it was, right? I was stood behind him. I think you had gone a bit ahead, right? I told you this at the time. You might not remember. He was walking by. There was one woman walked by, white, obviously. Walked by. She was wearing like a crop top, innit?
Yeah.
And his hand was just out, and he just rubbed it against her stomach as he went by, and I saw her like turn around. I had to be like, sorry. Just had to pace after him. I said, oh, this thing is gone. Nah. After that, I said, yeah, we gotta look after this nigga, man. But like, I've been hearing stories, right? There wasn't any stabbings as far as I'm aware,
No, there wasn't. We'd know.
I remember, I remember last year. I was not laughing at the stabbing. I'm laughing at you saying we'd know. There was that lady who got stabbed last year, whereas this year the police were on job. If they saw you, if you came in with any kind of tracksuit, jacket, anything, you're finished.
Yeah.
You're cooked. They were gunning for you.
Yeah.
Because why you were in a tracksuit in this late August heat? That don't make no sense.
I mean, so obviously that the Sunday, but then the Monday I went, just me and my neighbor, and we went I think we went all the way around, following the floats, but there was so many. Like I think I saw, like, in the army when they're doing like marches,
Yeah.
I saw multiple of that with police. Like I counted. I'm pretty sure it was like 3 by 8 of just police just patrolling. Like, it was mad.
Ran into the platoon.
Yeah, and I saw another one I saw another one where there was like a hired minibus, like not with the government. It said like private hire on the front. I looked in, all police.
Damn.
Like they were ready. They were ready.
They were mobilized.
Yeah,
they were ready for an encounter.
Yeah. But I didn't realize.
I
didn't realize
heard
that my
about the
neighbor
guy
was
getting
such a.
that one time. Sorry.
What?
Did you not hear about that?
What did you say? I said Brit.
Some guy got head in the middle of Carney.
Oh yeah.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
They had to
I know
lock
about
in.
that.
They said, how did we let that slip?
Yeah. But
The head of Metropolitan Police slammed his hand on the desk.
his desk hard.
Ow!
I came out of the room. But I mean, to do that on Kids Day, at least do it on the Monday. Not
do it on
Kids
the
Day.
Freak Day. You're doing that. There's youths around. You can get some serious what's it called? Charges for that.
Yeah.
Kids walking around giving and receiving top. That's insane.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that my neighbor was such a winter soldier. Like, flipping out.
That nigga's a
He was after
he's a
every white woman. He was on that.
proper snowboarder, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah.
He was going for white women of any age.
Yeah.
Like, from what I remember, it was any age, literally.
Whoa.
Well, actually, let me
whoa,
specify.
whoa.
Any age above 18. But it was any age, bro. I'm dead off. He was going from 18 to like 45.
He emphasized the any age. Like,
No, because there was a real range of white women he was going for. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of fake flag rappers. It's one of those. We can't all be Jamaican, bro. Let's be
No,
dead
of course
ass,
not.
right?
Of course not.
We can't all be Jamaican, right? There gotta be
Yeah.
some Jafaians in there, and I don't mean
Yeah.
listeners. You feel me? Like, well, I saw some straight white people with Jamaican flags. I'm like,
Yeah.
again, not trying to assume.
Jamaica's the GOAT, so you know what?
Yeah, just stealing culture vultures. But again, enjoy the thing.
I mean, they
Enjoy
can
the
wear.
thing.
I think there's limits. Wearing the flag is fine. That's fine. This is for fully white. If you wear the flag, you can wear the flag, man. Wear the Jamaican flag. It's cool. You can represent. But
I think
it's limits.
like if they're wearing like a Jamaica tee, sure. When I see the full blown Jamaica cape, let's relax, man. Let's relax. You're doing too much. The full white boy Jamaican cape. You haven't left the borders of the UK. What are we talking about? Out here, Captain Jamaica. Let's Yardy, man. Let's lock it, please. Let's relax.
Yeah. But Cole Palmer, he went to Carnival.
I saw him. He was disguised. He had like the little dread cap. Yeah.
Man, I love that
I wouldn't
guy.
have clocked it. I would not have clocked it.
I don't know. I wouldn't have because I was drunk. But I don't know.
There was so many. Like Jaleel was there.
Jaleel, yeah.
That was like what we and Cameron were in the shop buying more alcohol, and we just had Jaleel in the background.
Yeah, we're just in shots. I'm just thinking, what should I get? And we just hear Jaleel,
yeah,
just in the background. But then he was there. He must have surprised us.
I thought one of the floats was just playing Jaleel, and I was like, damn, these guys are up to date. Like, these guys are modern.
Yeah.
And then I see on TikTok, I see Jaleel hanging off the side of the float. I'm like, oh, okay. We must have just missed Jaleel.
Yeah, for real.
I could have never seen Jaleel in person. That would have been crazy.
Yeah. But to be fair, he's been in London for like the past 4 months. Like,
really?
Yeah, like he's been making TikToks of like in the tube and shit. Like
It's
people
because of that one
like
song. That one song. I feel like
yeah,
that one song only really popped off in the
goddamn
UK.
rude. Yeah, but no, he
Yeah,
because
my
like
goddamn
he,
rude.
he got a bunch of like influencers and UK content creators to like post a video where it'd be like, oh my god, it's Jaleel, oh my god, and then they
It's
you know.
Jaleel.
But yeah, and I saw that one like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So he must love London.
Mm.
Respect, respect.
You know what's crazy is how many people like every I know a lot of people that went Carney. I didn't run into not a single one. I didn't even
Yeah,
clock that like obviously like there's so many people there, so obviously like it's unlikely you'll run into someone you know, but it's
yeah,
so crazy that plenty of people that you know are all in the same vicinity and you can never run
yeah,
into them.
yeah, for real.
Like I was seeing what's it called, like Malik was there high vizzed up. I said what? I think
Yeah.
I don't know if he was one of the helpers or something. I don't know. He was just rocking orange high vis, and I was like, raw, like this guy was just here. I was like, there's people here. We're just missing that. But then, what's it called? I saw one girl. She was posting about her at Carney. I looked at her. She looked completely different than what she looks like normally. I would have never
Yeah,
noticed her.
yeah,
I guess that's the Carney vibes. I guess you go there unrecognizable.
yeah.
Gotta be there
I
for
mean,
gotta show out.
it's very bait, but most people don't want to be recognized. They don't want to be. They don't
Very
want to
true.
be.
There
Yeah.
was one guy
Then
walking around. He had a stop sign, and he had what's it? What did it? It said if you have a
oh
boyfriend,
yeah,
fuck your boyfriend. It's Carney.
yeah, yeah. No, that's funny.
And I'm sure
I
that pulled him
wonder how many
something. It
people.
had to.
Yeah,
That had
for
to be
real.
effective.
Yeah,
Trying to think. Other than
yeah.
that, what else occurred?
But
There was that
but
one
then
girl. I don't know if you remember. There was that one white woman on the balcony, and you were like, "Why is she posed up like Batman?"
yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah. No,
said
I
that, and then
remember.
she immediately started twerking.
You know, like picture like we're on one of the roads with the floats, and there's these obviously tall houses, and then on the balcony, literally, she's like crouched on the edge, literally like she's Batman on a gargoyle, and then
Hmm.
yeah, then she just started
And then she
shaking
starts
the ash
busting
right after.
ass, and then
Yeah,
because what it is right is that oh yeah, whenever I see like a woman who is scantily clad, I'm my
yeah,
first thought is to look away, right? Not on
yeah,
like a celibacy thing, but on just like a respect thing. If I
yeah,
see a woman in a bikini, my first thought isn't to stare at her boobs. I look away, right, or I look
yeah,
above clavicle and up, right, just to be respectful in it. So Carney, like, I needed to like kind of desensitize that a little bit to where I'm not like just
yeah,
constantly just looking up in the air, right? And then because I had to come to Grove, and then I had to go like meet up with Cameron, right? Try not to dox you. Meet up with Cameron, and what's it called? While I was walking there, I just I was walking. I was admiring what I was seeing. It was early Carney in it. Just admiring
yeah,
what I was seeing, just looking around, just vibing with the culture, hearing some faint music. And I'm walking by and I just see this like middle aged, like 55 maybe, like
yeah,
55 plus, white woman. I'm pretty sure she had braids in. Like, white people have braids when they shouldn't have braids. It was one of those ones.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and she was wearing like a one piece with uh Jamaican flag fishnets on her legs, and
yeah,
she was just shaking yash. And
yeah,
like I saw it, and as I saw it, I was licking my lips, right? But I was licking my lips prior to seeing it, and then she and I made eye contact, and I literally had to speed walk away because I was like, I don't even want that on my resume,
yeah.
I don't
You
want
know,
I don't want that even in my mental palace. That
yeah.
can't hang.
You know, I had so many. Like, there was one moment when we was walking past. I think you two were ahead of me, and then I just see like fine shit, and then like I look at her and I make eye contact, and then she makes eye contact, and then we both kind of just hold a stare, and I walk past her, and then as I'm walking, I look behind me, and then she's still looking at me, and we just kind of share
I
a
remember
moment.
this one. I remember this
Oh,
one.
oh, wow! I wanted to spin back, but then I don't know, some guy started chatting to her, so I said, "Yeah, bun that." But
I
wow, I mean,
remember
them glances are nice.
I remember when that was happening, I was like torn. You know, like Wolf Among Us, where he's like looking between the two options. I was
Yeah.
looking at you to try and make sure you didn't get too far away, and I'd look over to your neighbor, and I just saw him whining on some white woman. I said, "Oh God!" He just started disappearing into the crowd, whining on a white woman.
Yeah.
I said, "Damn." That I was just looking, and then I just kept
Yeah.
because what it is, right? The last thing I want to do, I one thing I hate, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can do what you want. I don't really care. I hate just standing around when two people are like rizzing. I guess like when two people are
Yeah.
chatting, I hate just standing there. That is the last thing I ever want to do.
Yeah.
Like obviously when it's like a two man, that's fine because I have someone to talk to. If it's just you talking to a girl and I'm just stood there, it's like okay.
Yeah.
Because I can't. I'm not gonna go on my phone. That's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
No, I hear
But
that. I
but
hear
now
that.
I'm just standing there, just looking. So whenever you were like, "Oh wait, I'm gonna go chat to," like when you were like, "Oh, I was looking at this girl, I'm gonna go chat to," her," I was waiting for you, but I was waiting further away, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to. The problem with when you were chatting to that younger,
Yo. What?
when you were chatting to that '09 baby at the show,
I don't know why you're saying it like this.
when you were chatting to that '09 baby, then you asked for a snap and everything.
No. What? What? What?
When you
What? No. 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 What?
when you were
Really?
chatting
No.
to that-
No. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
when
Whoa.
you
Whoa.
were-
Whoa.
when you were
Whoa.
chatting to that
No. No.
how
I was
old
not
would she be,
chatting.
like
I was not
15?
chatting.
She'd be like 16 at a push. You chatted to that 16-year-old at the shop.
She wasn't
and
16.
I was just stood there and I was like,
She
oh
was
God,
17.
damn.
I swear she was 17.
I don't remember. Hey,
She was. I remember
we were
17.
drunk.
But anyway, this is wildly out of context. I was just chilling in that shop, waiting, and then she had like red hair, and I like red hair, so I said, "Oh yeah, yo, I like your hair." And then she and her brother turns around at me, and then they're like, "Well, obviously I can't fully remember the whole conversation, but I just remember her being like, oh,
I just finished
like,
my
like
GCSEs.
no." I remember her being like, "Oh, look, can I get your number or Instagram or something?" I don't remember. And I said, "How old are you?" And then she told me her age, which I believe was 17, but maybe young. But I was like, "Whoa!" And I said, "Nah, I'm good." And then her brother spotted me. So, you know, this is false. You're trying to push an agenda that I was chatting to a younger. Never.
Hey, you did exchange words with the younger on Carney. That okay, and that's non-debatable. Let's be real.
Okay.
You
I rejected the younger. Yeah.
hey, I didn't hear that. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, bro.
From what I heard, I just heard younger, Snap, Carney. That's all I really heard. You know, it was
Okay.
difficult.
You
to
heard
hear.
what you want to hear. You heard what you want to hear. Mate.
But yeah, man, that's you. Yeah, that's you.
No,
Fishing 20.
that's me.
Chatting to 09s. That's crazy.
Okay, bro.
Anyway, Carney was great. They were scalping prices though. That was atrocious.
Yeah. Because I remember when I first got my Malibu, I think it was $12.99. $12.99 for a 35 cell. Calm. That shop at the end, I said, "Yeah, boss, let me get a 35 cell." He said 25. Woo!
Yeah, they were
Fuck! I said,
ganky.
"Nah." I said, "Hell nah. That's too expensive." And he said, "Oh, just for you, 22." I looked him in the face and said, "What? No.
They think you're a
That
mark.
is
Because
mad."
I was going there to get something as well. But after I was gonna go there to get some water, I heard how they were scalping the water. I said, no, man. It was like
Yeah.
£5 for a bottle of water or something. I would rather
Mad.
dehydrate and die.
Yeah,
I'm not spending £5 on water. Let's be dead
Yeah.
ass. Because I'll come here on Tuesday. It's gonna be bloody £1.15. You know, let's
Yeah.
relax. You're
Yeah.
charging me 500%. Let's relax.
It's shocking. But people
But again,
pay
make your
for
bread.
it,
Make
so.
your bread.
Yeah. But then
So I saw a
So
nigga
then-
on TikTok who left with like 50 patties or something like that. Like he got given 50 patties for free
Wow.
from one of the stalls, I guess. And everyone was like, "Oh, I wouldn't have that. They're like the reject patties." Da, da, da. I don't care.
yeah, I'll
50
take that.
free patties, bro. That's lunch for
take that.
weeks.
Yeah. And then I would take that in a heartbeat.
I would,
on
yeah,
Monday,
you would see me with the bag like Santa Claus. I'd be walking home just
yeah,
giddy. I'd hit a little, the
bro,
ankle click, where like
yeah,
they click
yeah,
their
yeah,
feet
yeah,
together.
yeah,
They
yeah,
walk, that would be me.
yeah, yeah. And then on the day after when I went by myself, well, not myself, with my neighbor. We went to places everywhere we didn't go. When you
Mm.
was there, like we went to Portobello. Portobello was nice. Like I thought it'd be more stalls, but no, there was a lot of people. Like, and some food shops had some Carnival Day special menus. Like it was nice.
Damn.
It was nice, and then we found a place where they had like a stage and they were doing their music. I saw my cousin there. She was doing photography. Um,
Hey.
she was working,
Oh,
um,
okay.
doing photography for the company or whatever. And then
Mm.
yeah, but then, bro, I got way too waved. Jesus,
I knew
I
you were gone when you stopped
I,
responding to
I,
messages. I was like,
I was
oh, okay.
gone.
I
I
needed
think my
because
yeah
it was like 10 p.m. right, and I was like, he should be home by now. And you just weren't
yeah
responding. You weren't reading anything.
yeah
I was like, did something
yeah
go? Did something go awry? Because what
yeah.
happened, right? Because my mum went second day as well, right? My
Oh
mum
yeah
was there on Monday too, and she didn't come back till like 2 a.m. And I was like, oh, like did
yeah
did something occur at Connie to when neither
yeah.
of these niggas are responding? Yeah, I was
But yeah,
like when you just have that gut like worry when someone
oh
doesn't
yeah yeah
respond or
yeah
someone
yeah.
doesn't come home.
I
It's
get
one of
you.
those.
Yeah, I get you. But yeah, because I started the day on vodka. I was good. I was going good. I started the day on vodka. Then my neighbor came over. He brought out his 3 bottles of rum punch. And he told me he poured a lot of rays in it. And I was like, calm. I took a few sips. I went out, bought my Malibu. I bought 2 straight off the bat. And to be honest, I don't remember what happened to the second one because I remember I didn't finish it, but I don't know what happened. I got taxed. It got taken. But anyway, then I'm chilling. Like I was fine. I was fine. And then we went back to my neighbor's house. My godmother was there. We get sent shops to buy Captain Morgan's. We come back, and this is where it all went pear shaped. Like I just remember chilling. I ate that. I think because I think that might have been the first chink in the armor. I ate, and then I think I had either some rum punch or some Captain Morgan's, and then my next memory is being in the bathroom throwing up. So
Yeah, it's rare. It's
I
rare
got
for you to
cooked.
ever say.
I got
For you to
cooked.
ever say, "Oh, I was waved or I was too drunk." That's rare. That's
Yeah,
rare.
like I
So
was
I
gone.
damn.
I think that's like the third or fourth time I've thrown up from drinking.
You're just trying
So
to
it's
catch up to
it's
me.
pretty rare. It's pretty rare.
My
But
body just loves to vomit. I guess whenever
yeah,
I
oh yeah,
indulge in
yeah,
substances.
yeah. By the way, three of the times. So yeah, I think I've thrown up 5 because 3 all happened at uni. They all happened in the past few months.
Damn.
Before uni, it only happened to me once. But yeah. So anyway, and then, but this was like at like 7. I don't know. So
Six.
my time. I don't know
Sorry.
how long I was there, and it was. I wanted to laugh because then, like I was throwing up. I was gone, and then I just hit my godmother outside the bathroom banging on the door. I mean, trying to come in, and I was like, ugh. And then she was talking to my
That's
yeah. She was
what.
talking to my neighbor. She was talking to my neighbor, and she was like, "Oh well, you can't lock himself in there. I don't want him to die in my house. For one, what do you mean you don't want me to die in your house? And what are you talking about? Die?" So I was like, "What the hell?" And then I don't remember what happened after that. I think I went downstairs and ate a patty, but then this killed me because the next morning I woke up in my bed like completely naked, and I was like,
Uh,
"What? What's going on?" And then my mom told me when I came home, and this is immediately what I did. I came home, went to the living room, I just stripped naked, chucked all my clothes in the washing machine. I said, "Mom, don't look at me." I went upstairs and she had me snoring like a minute later. So fair enough. I probably had a lot of vomit on them.
I, I was gonna say, what's it called? Whenever you're inebriated, whenever someone brings up the concept of death, it always like not sobers me up, but it makes me tweak out. Like whatever I'm drunk, high, whatever. If someone brings up the concept of like, oh my god, are you about to die? I would. That's how I could. I know I could never take any kind of psychedelics, no mushrooms or
Oh,
nothing.
imagine.
If I'm on mushrooms, right, and I'm chilling, well, I'd be chilling. But if I'm, I think I'd be tweaking.
Yeah.
I think I'd tweak. But if I'm there and I'm like trying, like on a pretty mellow high, and you're out there trip sitting me, it's like you and Vossels or something, just trip sitting, and you're like,
Yeah.
Kieron, you good? Like your eyes are drooping. Basically, like, you know you're about to die. You start tweaking. Like I remember when what's it called? When we were high, you were like, and I was talking about like, because I was remembering stuff from my past, right? I was just remembering random things that I forgot, like random TV shows like Jungle
Yeah.
Junction and shit. And you were like, oh, is your life flashing before your eyes? And I had to sit up because I was like, oh my god. Because like obviously, if my life was flashing before my eyes, I wouldn't know what that felt like, right?
Yeah.
So like, what if I am dying? No, that's the last. I don't want to think about death. I don't want to think about mortality. I don't want to think about nothing, bro.
No, that's fair. That's. I mean,
Anyway,
I don't feel like that, but that's fair enough. But then I just have another thing as well. I went to the festival. I went to the festival last week, and it was it wasn't really a great time. Um, it was alright. I mean, I saw Tyler up close.
close in person.
I saw her up close. I mean, she is just 14, like proper. But no, it was horrible because on the main stage, literally, it got so dusty. Like I sent a TikTok to you about it, where it's been so dry that there's just so much dust. Like I was dying. Like I couldn't breathe. I had to evacuate. I literally had to evacuate. I evacuated and brought myself home because it was horrible. But no, I got a really nice hot dog there. Like,
This nigga and his my.
it was like 10/10. It was delicious.
It was the glizzy goblin, bro.
Bro, I should have been instead of chicken connoisseur, hot dog connoisseur. Because them shits are. It was incredible.
Damn.
But it was a bit overpriced. But you know, that's what you have to pay to get a quality dog.
A quality glick. I have a Reddit story from Am I the Arsehole? Okay, well, it's not a Reddit story. It's an Am I the Arsehole?
Yeah.
Again with this one, I've read the title and I looked at its length. This one sounds juicy, right?
Okay.
Am I the arsehole for robbing my wife's affair partner, which has now led to his divorce?
No.
That sounds juicy. I'm sorry, because when I read it, I was like, his divorce. Damn, that's juicy.
Yeah.
It sounds like a revenge story. I like it.
Yeah. Well.
I, 32, have been married to my soon-to-be ex-wife, 30, Madison. Bro just dropped her actual name. Well, I don't know if that's her actual name, but like usually they go like M or like something like that. Just Madison for 4 years. We are currently in counseling, but it's not going to work. After a year ago, I found out she was having an affair by coming home to their clothes in our living room and sounds coming from our bedroom.
Oh, that's brutal.
That's like a classic cheating sitcom situation.
Yeah.
And then they go, "I'm sorry. It was a misunderstanding. We were just talking about work." And the guy's there like, and then he tries to get out. I lost it. Damn, I crashed out. I was getting my cricket bat out of the front closet when I stopped to think about the consequences. I did not want to go to jail. Instead, I took all their clothes and left quietly. I went to a friend's house, but not before throwing all the clothes in a McDonald's garbage can. I turned off my phone and got shit-faced with my buddy. His wife hosed us off in the morning. After I what would you do if I just pulled up to your house? My wife's cheating on me, man. I saw the clothes on the ground.
I would say either we can we can have a nice little emotional talk. We can get drunk as shit, or we can get drunk and shit, go out and go on many two-mans. That's it.
It's very
That's
true.
the three options.
This isn't his girl. This isn't his this is his wife of 4 years. This is his. They swore their oath And they said,
Yeah.
yeah, to be, not to be or not to be. I do. That's what they said. They said I
Yeah.
do. And this nigga, and I'm not gonna, when he was like, oh, I was gonna grab the cricket bat and cook. Let's relax, man. I understand why he didn't do that. I feel like that is, obviously it's understandable, right? But you're never gonna, that's always gonna make you look like the bad guy, right? Because you would
Yeah.
be the bad guy. You shouldn't need to hit a nigga, like, because they cheated on you. There's much, again, from what this sounds like, there's much bigger ways of getting revenge.
Yeah.
After I turned my phone back on, I had dozens of calls and texts from Madison. First scared because she got updated flight information, then upset that I hadn't called her to let her know I was going to be coming home early, then freaked out that the house had been broken into, then crazy because she figured out it was me. They just got more deranged. That must have been. Imagine being her. Oh god.
Yeah. Just slow realization.
You just got done with your fine shit. Well, not your fine shit, your side thing. Calm down. Where's my clothes? The clothes are gone. I would be, my heart would drop.
Yeah.
Drop. I'd be finished. You know when you have those realizations like, oh, I'm cooked. Like
Yeah.
when you have like a, oh, I messed up and my life is going to change. It's one of those thoughts. Like I feel like if you got caught cheating in like a very important exam, I feel like it would be that similar kind of feeling of like, oh fuck, my life ruined. Like I'm
Yeah.
cooked. The guy she was with is 5 inches shorter than me and about 600 pounds lighter. So if he had taken my clothes, it would be obvious. We're at the quick flex right there. Yeah, I'm taller than him. I'm actually a bit henchier than him. I got 60 pounds of muscle on top of that. He ended up calling his friend to go get his spare keys from his house. Unfortunately for him, his wife smelled a rat and followed his friend back to my house, where she saw him leaving in oversized clothes.
Damn.
Long story short, she took pictures and she had evidence of his infidelity, which caused their prenup to be cancelled, which cost him a lot of money. It was all one
Good.
big giant shit show. It took a
Yeah.
couple of months, but my wife convinced me to try and forgive her. We started to go to counselling and we were working our way through it until recently. In a counselling, going into I don't think I could ever go into counselling after you cheated. I feel like I'd just be bitter and sassy. Like you wouldn't get
Yeah,
actual
but you
problems
know,
out
it's
of
the
me.
love of your life.
Very true. But also, like, I feel like once you cheat, like, not saying like, oh, my heart will close off. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but they've been married.
just be
Did it say how long they were together?
4 years.
4 years. Married or together? 4 years.
It just said my wife for 4 years. So
Okay,
I
so
presume they were dating.
they could have been
before
dating
that.
probably for like 2, so they probably like 6 years. That's a
Mm.
lot of time. That's
I
a lot
know,
of
but
time.
like, I feel like the love of my life card gets revoked when you are cheating another man in my
Yeah,
bed.
but
Like-
you can't just revoke your feel. Like you'll feel. You can't just say, oh, ignore the feeling. Like you can't just change how you feel. You still will love her,
I
but
guess, yeah.
like it'll be a lot.
In a counseling session, she said I was wrong to steal his wallet, phone, and car keys. She said that his divorce is costing him a lot of money and that I should have dealt with it in a more mature manner and that it was my fault. Yeah, I'm crashing out, bro.
Yeah, no.
I should have taken a cricket bat to that nigga head, bro. Not even that nigga head, to your head.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Beat is my fault. You cheat. That's some kind of. I was saying this to my homegirl. What's it called? There's some kind of evil that comes with ovaries. I don't understand, right? Obviously,
What?
like I'm not saying women are more evil than men. I'm just saying there's a distinct kind of evil that comes with women that you can never get from a man. I think that I like obviously I'm not even saying it's more evil than a man could potentially be, but I'm saying there is a certain evilness that comes that only a woman scorned can bring. What do you mean? It's your fault that you caught me cheating. Oh God, that's a future lyric, bro. You're dealing with female future right here. I have never admitted to taking his stuff. To begin with, I was afraid he might call the cops. And I didn't want to give her ammunition in case she wanted a divorce. Now I just don't care. I told her that her cheating was the reason her boyfriend is getting divorced, and I hope his ex takes everything. I'm still not living at home. I have my own apartment, and I'm filing for divorce. Now that I know how she feels, it's kind of a slap in the face that she's blaming me for his divorce. Am I the arsehole? Well,
No.
I think this is one of those ones where it's like you just want to tell the story, innit? Like,
Yeah, he just wanted to vent. I mean, it's
yeah,
not.
like
There's
and there's
no
nothing
way
wrong with
you're the
that, but
ass.
we all know you're not the asshole, buddy. Let's be
Yeah.
dead ass, right?
Yeah.
Like that's one of my problems with Amadi also because niggas just want to come on here and be like, oh my
Yeah.
god, and then am I? I'll be like, oh my god, my wife just killed her son, and I said she's bad for that. Am I the asshole? Like,
Yeah. It's not
oh,
validation. I mean, fair enough.
I
You
guess
know,
yeah,
but
but
you
he
know
is not
that.
the asshole.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not. He's not. I mean,
Yeah.
cheating is you know, to your spouse. That is I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
On your husband of 4 years, bro.
In your house,
In your house, yeah. Clothes on the no, because that's
on your bed.
with the clothes all over the living room. That's how you
Yeah.
know it was a heat of the moment. They were
Yeah, they were just in the
passionate.
and it's just like you come on, at least go to like a hotel or
Yeah, that wasn't like that's how you know they're comfortable in the crib. They're
Yeah,
comfortable.
because that
But
was
where they
like
can
spur
be
of the
in,
moment.
yeah, they were in the living room. They were probably just chatting,
Yeah,
and you know in the movies where they'd be kissing
yeah,
and going full on the walls and shit,
yeah,
like spinning all
exactly.
the way up. It's one of those ones.
Yeah,
They thought they were in a movie, bro. Now that nigga, I'm not gonna lie, divorce might break me as a man.
yeah,
I'll be dead ass. If I get to a point where I can marry a woman and I get divorced,
yeah,
I might be out the game. I'll be real. Like,
yeah,
imagine hitting like, because I was thinking about this. Like right now, if you were trying to go look for a girlfriend, right? If she had a child right now, you'd be like, whoa, right?
yeah,
That's pretty much a deal breaker, right? But at
yeah,
some point, we are going to get to the age where more women have children than don't, right?
yeah,
And you're just gonna have to be like, well, cool, she has a kid, Like she may even be a grandma at a certain age.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
once you hit like 35, well not 35, let's hit 40 plus, she might be a grandma, right? And you will have to deal with the fact that you're cheating a grandma. And again, there's lame grandmas out there. I'll be dead ass, but like,
yeah. I mean, meh, meh. I don't really
I
care.
guess that because I think what's so difficult for me, because your preferences will age with you for most
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So when I get to like 60, I'm gonna be finding 60-year-olds bad.
I
Um,
hope so.
hopefully. Imagine I'm just at 60, just trying to still go for 19-year-olds.
Going
That's
to, going to Freshers
crazy.
Week. Hey, hey guys.
Hey, 6'7". But like that's so crazy. Like it is crazy what is. But yeah, what I was trying to say is like, say you get married, right? You have your love of your life. You're 45, right?
Yeah,
And she just the spark's gone. She wants to get a divorce. You're 45 and single. That is insane. That is not that. I don't know. Or like when you're like 60, for example, do you just throw in the towel?
I mean, if I have like multiple kids, then yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna try getting a serious relationship. Like, I'm chilling. I'm just gonna be
We're still
chilling,
finna be
watching
clapping.
some football. Like, I'm good.
But like, what is the cutoff for you to be like, yeah, I don't care anymore? Like, what age after you get a divorce would you just be like, yep, I've had my fill of love for my entire life? Like, I'm good.
Well, I mean, to me, it really depends. Like, how many kids I have. Like, if I have like 3, then probably like after 45. Like,
Mm.
I wouldn't look for like a serious, like a like someone I would stay with for the rest of my life. I mean, I'd like it, but I wouldn't actively look for it.
Cause you got other
Like,
shit to focus on.
yeah. But like,
Got
if I'm like
kids.
45, if I'm like 45 with no kids, then I'd be like, yeah, I gotta get a move on.
I gotta log in.
Yeah, yeah.
What's it called? Again, I'm a lover boy. Right? I sent you an edit of Finn. I don't know if you saw it.
I think so. I think I saw it.
And bro, obviously not a white boy, not a quirked up white boy, but Finn is my spirit animal, bro. I love him,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
you
feel
said.
like
Yeah, I remember now. I
I
remember.
feel like he's aged with me as like a
Yeah,
person, and I relate to him quite heavily. Not in like the whole losing an arm type of thing, but like the way he is again around women. Not trying to make this ladies podcast. You feel me? But
yeah,
like I feel like the way he has developed was hitting similar themes and at similar time points in my life. So I just feel inextricably linked to Finn the human. You know,
Mm.
that's my nigga and will always be my nigga, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it. That's my nigga, bro. We were going through the same shit at the same time. What's it called? Like Adventure Time was very much that Adventure Time, because there's the big three of Cartoon Network in Adventure Time, Gumball, regular show, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if I rewatched regular show, I would enjoy it more now. Not saying I didn't like regular show at the time, but regular show was always my least favorite out of the three, right? Um,
Yeah. Okay.
but I feel like now I'd watch because the main character's like 22, right? They're adults, and
Yeah, I feel
like
like you'd relate more to them now.
yeah, because now I am also an adult slacker. Like I feel like that
Yeah.
show would be peak, like, and I feel like
Yeah.
with a lot of regular show stuff, it not went over my head, but it didn't hit the same as it would
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
if I was a grown man watching it. Whereas
Yeah.
Adventure Time, I feel like is quite ageless, right? You can watch Adventure Time any age. Season one, no. Season one of Adventure Time is very mathematical. Like, let's relax.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like a lot of Cartoon Network shows, season one is not that good. Like, it's not very. It's very much trying to find its footing. Same thing with Gumball. Gumball season one's actually shit. Like, I love Gumball's my favorite cartoon on Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah.
I love Gumball. I ride for Gumball. Season one of
Yeah.
Gumball's actually
I'd
done,
say
bro.
my favorite was Ben 10 and then Gumball.
I loved Ben 10 as a kid, and I just didn't keep up. It's one of those ones. I think it's
Yeah.
one of those ones where I watched a lot of the original Ben 10, and then was it Ultimate Alien or Alien Force that came next? I don't remember. But
Alien Force.
once it came to that one, he aged up, and I
Yeah.
was like, whoa.
No, I liked it.
I,
To me, because
I'm a kid.
I watched them all. Yeah.
Nah,
No,
I
I
wasn't.
watched them all. Like I'm pretty sure I've watched every episode. And then as well, I got the DVDs of the live action movies, and I watched those.
Damn,
So I loved Ben 10.
it's a fiend. Like, I think as a kid, I just wanted to watch kids. Pause. Like,
Whoa.
I
Yeah.
just thought something. You know, you repress a memory and then you say something that reminds you of that.
Yeah.
This sounds like something that should be on Patreon, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Okay, this is Jafaican podcast, raw and uncut.
Yeah.
I got into watching adult videos quite young. Right, I was around like 9 years old, or something like that. And the reason I started watching it, not watching it, I found a video by accident, not an accident. A YouTuber was like, "Oh, don't look up Mia Khalifa," right?
Yeah.
I was like, "Who the hell is Mia Khalifa?" And I looked it up, and it was that one video of her and I don't know if you remember. It's her and her mum in like hijabs,
Yeah.
and
Come on, bro. Come on. Of course I remember. What are you talking
so
about?
that was my first ever one. Right?
That
I
is
was
some
watching-
golden goon. That is
that
brilliant.
is still peak, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's still peak. that maybe that's why it had hooks in me for so long, because I was introduced to peak.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was watching like Babe Station and stuff like that, but like it was cool, but there wasn't much going on. You feel me? Like there wasn't.
Wait, did you say obviously you was watching Babe Station?
Yeah, like you know, when you accidentally scroll too far, you know, like
Yeah.
I'd seen stuff like that before, but I never really like. It wasn't. I'm not saying it wasn't enough, but like I was kind of just watching it like, oh okay. When I saw that video, I said, oh okay, this shit's real, right? But what it was, right? I was too young to understand anything, right? So I wasn't. All I knew was penetration.
Oh.
So literally, because I didn't understand head, right? For either way. So I was like, I would literally look up, like, no sucking, no licking. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, what was the point of that? Because like, I didn't experience any of it anyways. I don't understand why I was so anti, you know. But what's it called? I remember one time I was like, oh, there's so many adults. Like, I wonder if these people my age.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So I looked up kids. And obviously, it was on the hub back in the golden age before they got rid of everything amateur.
Yeah.
And like, I don't remember anything showing up like with actual kids. Good, but
Yeah,
like,
the-
bro. And I was so confused. I was like, why is there no kid option? Why is there no kid category? Like,
oh,
bear in mind, again, preface, I was 9 years old, okay? This is not me 2
yep,
weeks
I
ago
was
saying
16 years old.
this. Yeah, I was 16 saying, why is there no children category? But what's cool? The brothers that be looking at teen, bro, I'm sorry. That's so strange.
That is
I'm
devious.
not, that's devious, bro. Let's be
That
dead
is
ass,
devious.
bro. Let's
That
be
is
real. Because what is, because when you look at it, let's think about it genuinely. What is appealing about a barely legal teen? Let's be dead ass, right?
Yeah.
Let's be so real. What is appealing? And when you say what's appealing, why do they need to be barely legal? Why can't they be 22?
Barely legal, young teen,
Like, what's it
young
called?
petite teen.
Like, what's it called? Lil Tay, and her OnlyFans debacle. Why is her saying, yeah, I took the pictures the hour I turned 18? Why are people like, why is that like a bonus? Why is that a plus?
Yeah.
Like, how do you see that and be like, oh yeah, I wasn't gonna subscribe before, but I'm gonna subscribe now? Like, that's not. You need to get checked, bro.
Yeah.
Because I do understand there's a difference between liking petite women and liking young women.
Yeah,
there's
of
very
course.
much a difference.
Yeah, that
right?
really annoys me when I see on Twitter when they're like, "Oh, if you say you like a short woman, a short petite woman, you like children."
Yeah,
Like,
there's a very big.
come on.
There's a difference. Like for example, I'm gonna drop something there. Like Belle Delphine and Riley Reid are very much two different types of.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Belle Delphine kind of goes for that infantile.
Nah, she does. She does. It's part of
like
a
childish vibe.
Yeah.
That's strange, right? Riley Reid is just just petite woman. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem is when they start acting like a child, and
Then
when
it's
or like
weird.
acting childish, right? And when that gets people so much fame and notoriety, that's strange, bro. And you gotta look at the niggas that are really riding for it. You're like, we did now, buddy. Because why is Belle Delphine your profile picture? Like, let's relax.
Yeah, that is weird.
We're having philosophical debates about porn. Or corn, let me say that in case this gets turned into a TikTok. What's it called? Like, I feel like, you know that one guy in the bathrobe on TikTok that just.
I was literally gonna say that. Yeah.
She's not an MVP. Like, I feel like maybe I was raised different, but I was a MILF lover as a child. Even now, I was never into the whole teen thing. I said, give me MILFs, mature Irish. You feel me? But then we had new age gooners coming up to the streets. I'm not gonna say his name, but you know who. We had a new age gooner pull up to the streets. He wasn't really well versed, and he was dropping me like Lana Rhodes, and I'm like, okay, she's cool. Yeah. She's not upper echelon. She's not upper echelon. We know the true ghosts in the game. Do I even need to say her name? VM, the real goat, goat. We know her. She the goat. And I feel like it's not even debatable, right? Like, she is the new goat of the game. She's an all-star player.
She has an influence.
Very much has an influence. Who else is good? I can say some stinkers. I know some stinkers. Crystal Lust, that's a stinker. Mariah Mills, that's straight goon. That's goon shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't get how these basketball players like fiending over. Like, it was Zion Williamson or something like that.
Yeah.
He got caught out by her, and it's one of those ones where it's like, yeesh. I don't know.
But then it was just embarrassing because then she just started, like, it was more embarrassing for her because then she just started to go on that big rant, and now nobody cares. Like, she just did too much.
she never got shame, and I don't even mean that in like a, you know how people are like sexual Christianity shame. I don't mean it
Yeah.
like that. I mean it as in she was doing it for clout, right?
Yeah, hundred
That's what
percent.
I mean. Um, but I don't know if you've seen recent one woman. Her name Wo Senpai. That's her handle. She
Oh
got
no.
caught, not caught. She called out Little Baby and Little Yachty for
Oh, I saw like a
paying to cheat her or
thing.
something like that.
I didn't read it, but I mean,
When you got money, I guess, like,
you might as well, like, you
yeah.
know.
I saw a tweet and it was a woman and it was one guy being like, I spent $450 on a date and all I get is a kiss. And it's one of those ones, pay for pussy, bro. Pay for it. Let's be that.
Yeah,
That's why I don't understand that argument. Because if you're gonna argue about paying for the date and not receiving anything, just buy a prostitute, bro. Pay,
yeah. I mean,
pay
I,
for top.
I think you should never like go to a date with expectations of because I paid for
Exactly.
dinner, but at the same and the other side of the coin, it's really like I don't know. People, it's obviously mainly women who they go out on dates with guys. They have no intention of dating this guy. They're just there to get a free meal. I mean, play the game,
But
but
a
that is
thing is
that's
though,
deep.
if
That's deep.
if a woman, right, let's say she's not attractive, you don't plan on dating her, and she was like,
Yeah.
oh, let's go out Nando's, you know, let's get like I'll pay. Are you not gonna go? Like
Uh,
I would go.
mm,
like
I don't think
like free food would supersede any expectations. You
I
feel
mean,
like
no, I don't know. I feel bad. Like if she's expecting like this to blossom to a relationship, like I'd have to let her know. Nah, mate, we're
yeah, I'll go.
friends. You still want to pay?
Yeah, like that's fine. I think you should do that. But if you don't do that, I don't think you're like I think the guy is still worse off in like the guy is still the worser person in that scenario.
Yeah,
Because again, I'm not buying a prostitute, but if you are that like if you're that kind of guy with that mentality of I paid, therefore pussy please. What was that one guy? 20 big ones or something like that. What did he say?
yeah,
If
yeah,
you're like him and you believe that you deserve some punani for giving over a certain amount of money, just buy a prostitute. Like same thing
yeah,
with people that are like super duper virgins, like incels, for example. Obviously, they want to have like a meaningful connection or whatever. But if you really, I don't think it's possible to be involuntary celibate unless you are a homeless man living on the street. Like, if you really wanted to have sex, you can have sex. Like, you can
yeah,
find a way, bro. Let's be dead
yeah.
honest.
I think it's because as well, because obviously a lot of them just hate women, so
Very true.
they look down upon like sex workers, and they're like, oh, they're disgusting. So they kind of wouldn't do it, but the whole ideology is just so you know contradictory. It's just dumb.
Because you're the one who needs them. Let's be let's
Yeah,
be real. If
yeah,
anyone was the one, but they'll do that. But they'll be like, ugh, prostitutes, and then they'll buy OnlyFans. Like,
yeah.
and again, nothing's wrong with buying OnlyFans. I wouldn't do it, but if you want to support someone, do that. But like, um,
Only OnlyFans is some of these are making hundreds of mil. Like
yeah. But
wow.
for every woman making 100 mil, there's like 1,000 making £2. You know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Uh,
like imagine seeing your girl behind your back try to start an OF career, and you just see she has a Twitter with 2 followers, no likes.
she's showing the whole thing. You can see
Yeah,
clitoris on the
everything,
main.
everything. Like that would be so embarrassing. Like
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, cause like I think it's one of the ones you gotta love 'em how you found her. You know, if I was dating a girl and she was already doing OnlyFans, like, and she was successful, I'm not gonna tell her to stop. You know,
yeah,
that's your hustle. I found you doing OnlyFans. You can stay doing OnlyFans. I don't really care. But like, if we started dating and like after like 2 years, you were like, oh, let's start OnlyFans. Like,
hell no.
oof, I don't know about that. Like, what's
Yeah,
that one song? It's Usher, I think. He's talking about finding love in a club, and he was like, he doesn't care if you go to a strip club to try and find a wife, you can't be mad when she's still a stripper. Like,
yeah,
you really can't, because that's how you found her. Yeah, like if you for example, like Joe Bartolozzi, right? I know, I love him. his girlfriend is quite a um free person. I don't know how to
Yeah.
describe it. She wears quite revealing clothing. Not like crazy. It's not even crazy. Like she'll wear like a crop top, and people will be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
But she goes to the club without Joe, and people were coming into his chat and being like, "Oh, how, uh, personally, I wouldn't have that, you know, like."
And you
Da,
know
da,
they've
da,
never
da.
touched a woman. And you
And
know
if
they've
you
never touched
have,
a
it's
woman.
not consensual. Let's be dead ass.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like because in my opinion, right? Like I've seen a lot of things where it's like, oh, I wouldn't let my girlfriend have a PT, a male PT. Did it, man?
I mean,
If you
personally, I wouldn't let my girl have a male PT because nigga, I'm about to get the certification to be a PT. So let me just do it for free. I mean, that's my
I get
reasoning.
that. I get that for your circumstance in that
Yeah,
particular
yeah, I just
situation.
yeah. But for
But
anyone
like,
else, everyone else,
if
come on.
if you work at McDonald's, bro,
Yeah,
why are you trying to
yeah.
intervene?
But then
Because
at the same time, it has to be going two ways. Like you can't be like, oh yeah, your girl, yeah, male PT, but then she at the same time she doesn't let you like, let's say, go to the spa and get a massage from a woman. She says, oh, you can't do
I get
that.
that.
Like
Because my thing is, right,
that's the only thing I
if
don't like.
she's gonna cheat with her PT, she was gonna cheat anyway, right? Let's
Yeah,
be if she's gonna if she was if she when she goes to the club alone is going to cheat, it would have happened anyway, right?
yeah,
So like I don't I genuinely don't understand it because if you don't trust them enough to where you don't when you think if she has a male to PT, he's gonna try and fuck her and she's gonna say yes.
yeah,
Why are you still dating that person? You
yeah,
know,
for real, yeah.
if
Yeah,
I'm dating someone, I feel obviously I overthink, but like if I would have that like, oh okay, no, it's fine, right?
yeah,
Unless it's like, oh, I'm going out with my. If she was like, oh, I'm going to the club, it's just me and my boy best friend. No, that's crazy. That's
yeah. That's
crazy.
mad. That's mad.
That's crazy. I would have to say something there, right?
Yeah,
Or like, oh, I'm going out to a restaurant with my boy best friend. It's just me and him. Okay. Um,
yeah.
I'd feel a type of way about that. But like, I feel like it would
Really?
just
Wait.
need. Relax. I feel
Really?
like I would just need
Oh.
to. I feel like I would just need to communicate that. Like that's one of those ones you can
Yeah.
communicate. Whereas
Yeah.
where like I don't know if you, where did I hear about it? It was one where I don't remember where I heard this. It was one woman. She was a. I think I saw this on Reddit. She was like a tattoo artist, right? And she did piercings as well.
Yeah.
And she had to do. She was doing a nipple piercing on a guy, right? And the guy
Yeah.
has to be shirtless with a nipple piercing. And she was messaging her boyfriend and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna run a little late. I have to do a nipple piercing." And he was like, "On a guy?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Is he gonna be shirtless?" She was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "I don't know if I feel comfortable about that." And this one was, man.
Yeah.
If it was a girl saying that to a guy, then I kind of get it, right? Because because a shirtless guy is different to a shirtless woman. I understand that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see shirtless guys everywhere, bro. Let's be dead ass, bro.
Yeah.
A nigga nipple don't mean nothing. Let's be real,
For
right?
real.
Like if you're like, I feel like I genuinely don't understand. Like you signed up for that, bro. You signed up for that. When you start dating a tattoo artist slash piercer, you signed up for that. Some people get what's that? What's that one piercing that you sent? The St. Albert's piercing or whatever.
Oh.
Some people get that, and
Yeah.
someone has to do it. They're not doing it themselves. Like you
Yeah.
can't be mad, really. And as long as there's nothing happening, it's still just that's like getting mad if your girlfriend was a doctor and had to do like a what's it called, a prostate exam. Like you're out here fingering niggas' butts. Like you can't get mad, bro. That's their
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I feel I'm a pretty secure person, like in
Mm.
relationships. Like, with my last girl, like I was like, it's not like I was like, oh, don't go to the club. Like, yeah, go to the club, but like, if you want to go to the club, I'll come with you. Like,
Mm.
um, but my 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 first girl, she
The
got
demon.
no, she didn't like that I wasn't insecure enough. So I remember one time she showed me this dress and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this dress." It wasn't like you could see like, "Oh yeah, boobs out." Like as in like it was just tight, and you could see like I think it was one of them slit dresses where the leg comes out, and then I think it was for prom, and then she was like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get this, and I was like, yeah, cool, it looks nice, and then she got mad at me, and was like, oh, so you want other guys to stare at the blah blah, why aren't you mad? Da, 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 da. So then for the rest of the relationship, I had to act like I was insecure and jealous. Like, nigga, I didn't care. I had to be like, oh, don't wear that. Oh, no. But I didn't care.
I feel like, because they want nonchalance until you're actually nonchalant. Because, like,
yeah.
I don't, like, honestly, as long as my girlfriend is, as long as, like, you are like, I don't understand, like, it's, first of all, it's not my place to be telling you how to dress. I'm not your father.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
as long as you're dressed appropriately, like as long as you are going out with actual clothes on, then sure, I don't really care. If you're wearing a dress and it has your legs slit out, I don't really care. Like, as long as you are not flashing everybody as you walk by. Have you seen those random videos where it would be like a girl, like it would be like a girl, it'd be like a girl recording, and then she'd flip the camera to her friend, and her friend is literally wearing like two sheets of fabric above her nipples, and that's it. Like, let's be dead ass. Like, obviously not. But
yeah.
If it's a normal dress or like it's slightly scandalous, I don't care. Because again,
real.
I like you. I don't. It feels like we're just talking in circles because I feel like we're always gonna come back to the same conclusion. Like, it's not my business, innit?
Yeah.
Just because I'm your boyfriend doesn't mean I'm your keeper.
Exactly. Exactly. That is a very misogynistic take, actually.
Yeah, like why
we need to
why
move
do
past.
I need to control what you wear and where you go, and you can't go here and you can't go here without me? I don't care.
By the way, guys, I'm 6'9" and I read
we 6'9",
literature,
buff, black,
feminist literature. And I drink matcha.
We love matcha.
Yeah.
Mary Wollstonecraft or whatever her name is.
I read Jedi.
I love The Fault in Our Stars and Taylor.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
And Twilight.
Oh, Pride and Prejudice. That was heat.
Pride and Prejudice and Lucy.
That was actually a good movie,
I've not watched it. Oh, I have watched it. I love equality and the 19th Amendment.
Woo!
Right. Anyway, this has gone for an hour. Wow.
Yeah.
We started out on Carney, ended up on child porn.
Yes.
The Carney to CP timeline. I'm trying not to. I'm kind of annoyed that I said it because I might need to. Not the actual point. I'm annoyed I actually said the words because I might need to censor that. I don't know. I'll see how YouTube likes that. Hopefully they don't. Thank you for watching episode 14. Big 1-4. Next episode 15. Actually, next episode is the Patreon episode. If you're really buy it. Patreon, subscribe to Patreon if you really like us. And before we even start yapping about Patreon, you look at the like button. Still not pressed. It's unpressed. It's unpressed. How are you lonely if you like us? If you ain't liking the video, you don't like us. Type shit. Mustard. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get the numbers up, right? Because niggas are watching, but they're not really into. Let's get the numbers up. If you've made it here, if you've listened to the episode and you've made it this far, and you haven't subscribed, let's be dead ass, bro. Come on, hit it. It's right there. Hit the button, please. Me and Cameron both have our own channels as well.
Yes, sir.
Of peak quality. It's amazing. We both amazing. Yeah. Pull up. They will show up in the end screen as well. What else is there to plug? Patreon. Pull up. Extra videos every Monday. So that way, if you're on the Patreon, you get 2 episodes a week. Right? That's double the value for £2.50 a month. Right? Tesco's raised this meal deal to £3.85 or something like that.
Yeah, £3.85.
That's a steal, right? Niggas are paying for Netflix for like £14 a month. You're still getting ads. Yeah. Get it while it's hot, because we ain't got no ads, bro. We ain't got mid-rolls or sponsors. You don't need to worry about that yet. Okay? if you love us, join the Patreon, please. Leave a comment, share with everybody, including your nan. She will love to hear about our Carney stories and our top 5 porn songs.
100%.
Leave a comment about what was your favorite. If you made it this far, leave a comment about. Leave your top 5. You know what I mean. Leave your top 5 in the comments. And finally, Cameron, what is your words of wisdom today?
Chelsea are going to win the Champions League.
Whee!